Afternoon, here we go then. Right, a unique one here. Plot of land behind me, you'll see just between that house and this hedge. Got planning permission for a 3-bed detached property, which is mimicking the rest of the street. So as an infill project, perfect. However, drainage. This video is about drainage. I've got this drain in front of me, which actually runs down under these trees here. There's another drain the other side that runs parallel to the gable of what would be the new 3-bed detached house. So I want to show you at the back where there's another drain. So this is a 500mm diameter drain. Out the back we've got a 225mm diameter drain, which is foul. So we've got rainwater and foul, both running parallel to two different aspects of the house. And with easements, technically, Severn Trent could argue this house possibly couldn't be built because they're too close. I'm going to show you the drain at the back, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do to try and get our client here out of what could be a very sticky situation. Right, following on from the front elevation, at the back you see got a drain here which we're about to survey. I'll have my boots on in a minute and we'll be surveying this whole site. We didn't get permission for this, it was another architect. But again, it's not down to the council to check whether your drains and what you've got underground. So our client has been very unlucky. I've come here actually looking at this possibly for different reasons. They were thinking about selling it, they're thinking about building it, they didn't know which way to turn. However, with these drains and no permission yet to build over, there could be a problem. So nobody's going to want to purchase this or build it out until they know they can get around the drains. This drain here is 3.5 meters down, which is significant. So to put that in perspective, that's about 3/4 of the height of your average house. So these trees down here where we looked at on the front, that drain runs down this side. You got this drain run parallel. So on this house that's going to be detached, you've got a drain running parallel to the gable. You've got a drain running parallel to the rear elevation. We're surveying all these drains in all angles today on positions. They've already had a drain survey done, carried out by a drainage specialist, but they only mark approximate locations. We're going to do this exact. We're going to show that this house is going to be piled, probably on 6 to 12 meter piles. We're going to go back to Severn Trent and we're going to see if we can get a build close to agreement in order for this house to be built. We don't know the outcome of that. We will put our best foot forward for our clients. If we get a build over approval, the value that's been built into the planning permission will be re-established. But unfortunately, if we can't get that past Severn Trent, it could be a sad time. This house got full planning permission that may not be able to be built because of drains within the land. Severn Trent have statutory easement. That means that even though these drains are not necessarily on the maps, they're not part of the planning application, they are protected by law, because statutory easement for drains means that you can't build over or close to without Severn Trent's permission. And if this was an extension, it would be a formality. You would have to do deep foundations. You would have to do everything that you need to do in order not to break or ruin the infrastructure during or after construction. But a new build falls into a new category, which means that you cannot build a house close to or over a main drain. So it would have to be diverted. In this case, it's only right up close to. So I'm hoping as part of this application, I can justify that with a piled foundations, block and beam floors, build up close to, giving them a large easement into the garden, because they look for centre of drain, 3 meters either side. Well, if I take 3 meters off of the side drain and 3 meters off of this drain, the house would be the size of a small shed. So we need to get Severn Trent to relax them rules in the hope that through the process, they're going to assist us in getting this house built. I'll let you know the outcome in due course, and I'm hoping that we get a positive answer and ultimately we'll build this house.